But there is one thing I would ask.
Mr. Fraser, no man ought to look a gift horse in the mouth.
'Tis expected that the lad should have questions.
Right.
Any born leader should.
I want to free the estate's slaves.
Have you lost your head?
My wife and I don't wish to own slaves.
And how do you propose to produce anything without
To
slaves?
pay
It is my
them.
intention that every man and woman on the plantation shall earn a fair wage.
Allow slaves to earn a wage?
I see no harm in discussing the possibility, Mr. Campbell.
That's funny. Ian was just
You
saying
must
that
hear the
the
insurmountable
McDonald's and the
obstacles
Campbells
associated
don't
with
mess
the
with
task
each
you
other.
wish to undertake, Mr.
back in
Fraser. I will
Scotland.
oblige you. Liberty is granted only by permission of the county court. And you must prove that each one of your slaves has performed a meritorious service, such as the act of saving a life, for they will not be granted a warrant of freedom without it. You'd yet need to post a bond, ensuring the slave's good conduct. Financial sureties.
Well, I believe that can be accommodated.
That
A
sounds
surety
like
to
a
the
lot.
province for each and every slave freed. An enormously expensive endeavour.
You cannot put a price on freedom.
But the assembly
right.
can. £100 sterling a slave.
Ooh.
Over £15,000.
Rap.
Then I shall find a way to increase River Run's revenues.
Go, Jamie.
What about the other plantation owners? You're threatening a way of life.
Wow.
Proves that every slave here has saved a life. Nothing will change under these laws.
That's true, man.
We could reconsider Governor Tryon's offer.
And live in peace for a while.
Until the war.
Accepting Tryon's offer will lead us to fighting in another war.
There's been an unfortunate event, a matter of bloodshed. I need you to act as my representative in this grave matter of justice. Overseer Burns was attacked by one of my Negroes.
He cut the man's ear clean off.
This is Mr. Fraser,
This might
Mrs.
be a
Cameron's
lie to
nephew
kill
and
them,
appointed
yo.
representative. Mr. Fraser will be aiding me in the oversight of Rufus's execution.
No.
Execution?
No.
Whatever for?
The law of bloodshed demands it.
Any slave guilty of the assault of a white man, woman, or child shall be put to death with a judge and representative present.
No!
You have to help him.
They got a hook in your boy's side.
Keep raising him up!
No. Get that rope.
Back, damn you. Bring him down. Clean him my affairs.
That is so messed up.
Well, then let us take him.
I won't give them any choice in the matter.
I was getting into the dining room, onto the table. Move those chairs and clear the table. Now, clear those things off.
Move.
You take hold of this. Keep it steady. Mary.
Yo. They put an ice hook in your boy's
Steady.
side, though. Yo.
Swabs.
More?
Fraser, take Mary away.
Is she pregnant?
It is regrettable that he was treated with such violence. Jimmy, he must be hanged.
The top 2 instruments in my box. Disinfect them first.
Mistress, Lieutenant Wolfe and Mr. Campbell have arrived and wish to speak with you and Mr. Fraser.
Not how a master of an estate such as this should conduct himself.
McNeil is at this very moment spreading word of your nephew's exploits.
No concern of theirs. Rufus is under my protection.
If order is not maintained, there is no telling what riotous behavior could ensue.
What of those that mutilated Rufus? Will they not be punished?
They have been jailed for taking the law into their hands.
He's stirring, Auntie.
Drink some water. I removed the hook, and I've tended to your injuries.
Why did you heal me, mistress?
Oh, why wouldn't I?
He was there. You know why I was put on that hook.
That doesn't mean what they did to you was right.
That's right.
But from what I can tell, that Burns is a son of a bitch. I'm sure you'd good reason to do what you did. What?
I've never heard a lady speak like you before.
You'll no encounter many ladies like my Auntie Claire. I've heard her speak words fit to make a sailor blush.
Do you have family here?
The family in Anjumako, Africa.
You were taken from them?
My sister too, Abena. Men forced us from the trees where we played. Parted us on the beach. Forced us to ships.
Have someone come down and help me bring Rufus to my bedroom.
You can't have him upstairs in your room. I mean, you totally can and should, but you're about to get yourself in trouble, Claire.
It's late. Shouldn't you have turned in by now?
The mistress, Cameron, asked me to
Kill you?
keep an eye on things.
I intend to do whatever I can to make sure he recovers.
A black man describing to her the way of the land, man.
Persist along your path, and Rufus will face a fate far worse than death. Saving that boy's soul is all that can be done for him now. Once the overseers come, they will tear the limbs from his body and leave what little is left behind as a warning for the rest of us if we disobey the law.
Further the move will be the least of our concerns.
Take Rufus and leave. Screw River Run.
I have until midnight, Claire.
She should kill him now, honestly.
Christ. They'll tear him apart.
Kill him, Claire. Give him something. Give him poison.
You can't deliver the criminal from his feet.
Yo!
Turn over the lawless Negro!
Your wife's foolishness will get us all killed.
Now, Kenny swore an oath to do no harm, but perhaps you could aid him the way you did Colin.
Right. Yes.
What?
Isn't it better to save his soul than to have those men tear it from his body?
Yes. Yes, Claire. It's the only choice.
It's just...
I'm here, Rufus.
It's the only choice, man.
Blessed bride, will you not allow me to speak?
Blessed bride. Mix that concoction up, girl.
I'm going to make you a tea.
You will deliver the Negro at midnight, and no moment sooner, as was agreed upon by Lieutenant Wolf.
They're still not going to accept it, though, because they're going to want to be the ones that actually execute him, and they have to disrespect him to teach a lesson, you know, and she's being merciful. They're probably still going to disrespect his body, though. I know that. Hopefully they'll say that his injuries killed him.
Tell me about your sister.
I still fish through that night like Abena and I used to do.
You love her very much.
I watch the moonlight and I think Abena might be somewhere under the same moon. The dream I might see my sister again one day.
Wow.
The time is up! We're through!
Oh, man. I'm too stressed out. Yo, they said they were going to bring him out at 12. Stop breaking windows. Peace. Peace.
I'm bending my knee in the eye of the Father who created me. Pour down from heaven the rich blessing of thy forgiveness. Be thou patient with us. Grant to us, thou Saviour of glory, the love of God at all times
as angels.
Say his injuries killed him, or you just let them have his body.
Curse thy peace.
Holy crap. Alright, y'all. So that was Outlander Season 4, Episode 2, entitled Do No Harm. This is, I kinda got this exact same thought process last season when they encountered slaves in slave situations, and I knew that Jamie isn't feeling that. I feel like Scottish culture in general is not down for that, but that's an American thing to do, you know. But we know that Claire definitely ain't having that. She has lived in a time where African Americans are treated as equals, you know. So I knew she wasn't gonna have that. But they definitely were not expecting to face this when they first got there. That was really, really painful to see. It was really difficult. My mind is blown that they spent a whole episode on something that we already knew. You know, they presented it to us in a very, they're just establishing the absolute no tolerance, plays no games. Slavery is still alive and well and almost new at this time. It still has a long time to go. Slavery is not where Jamie and Claire are right now. Slavery is not going away anytime soon. So this is really, really difficult. And I understand that they have hope that in their situation, they're going to be able to turn around this aspect. The offer that they had last week, as far as taking that land and settling it for that one guy, and them taking River Run, they were both brought up tonight. I don't know what is going to be a better situation for them. They keep mentioning the Revolutionary War with the land that they were offered in last week's episode, but here it appears that the conflict would be them not supporting slavery, and having 152 slaves on that land working it, and that land prospering. They are not going to allow River Run to be a slave-free place. I really, really hope that Jamie and Claire can find a way around the law, which they probably won't, to possibly free the slaves and for them to be paid workers instead of actually being slaves. Or Jamie and Claire are going to make the living conditions and the way that the slaves are treated far better than it is now. But it seems like Auntie Jocasta feels like she's doing right by them. You know, she keeps her head down. She's trying to obey the law, but still be kind to her slaves as possible. But she even reacted when she found out that Claire brought Rufus into the main house. She knows that that will bring her trouble, you know. And it also brought trouble to her doorstep. They knew that Claire and Jamie had brought Rufus into the main house. And when he even came back to consciousness, he was like, I'm not supposed to be in here. So that was just a choice. That was an issue that they brought on, but there was nowhere else to tend him. I do feel that what Jamie did was a mercy. There was no other way out of that situation. So that was just physically his body. He was gone after they disrespected him like that. But it was painful. That was very, very difficult. It was a difficult thing to see. I love you can tell by the writing of this show that Diana Gabaldon is a very compassionate, loving, peaceful person, but she's telling an incredible story, and I think it needs to be told. I really, really enjoy this series. If you guys enjoyed this reaction, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Tell me what you were thinking. Tell me how you felt. And without giving spoilers, if the situation went down differently in the books, please tell me in the comments down below. I'm not here yet in the series. I'm only in the second book, so I've not gotten here yet. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys on the next one.